Welcome to English Park, everybody, for this Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup quarter-final between the home side for the day, Selwyn United in their blue and black, against Cashmere Technical in the white and green. Well, both these sides are having good seasons in their respective leagues. The Cashmere Technical ladies are playing in the Women's South Island League. They're 2 games deep into that one and have picked up a couple of wins so far. And Selwyn United, they're in the New World Premiership. They were champions last year, and they're currently on a 3-win, 2-loss in second currently. And of course, Cashmere Technical are the defending champions of the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup. So there's a good chance they'll be very hungry to retain that this year, which would be the 4th year in a row. Well, it's the first of the quarterfinals in this year's Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup, and we have the upcoming games between Coastal Spirit FC 2011 in a couple of weeks' time. Then we'll have UC versus Hallsville United, and then NW United will play Pyramid Bays. The referee today is Simon Yeldon. He's got the captains, Emily Andrew from Selwyn and Lily Fisher from Cashmere Technical. Let's see what they've all decided to do. Well, not many people have come along so far, although we wanted to keep pretty warm out there. It's about 10 degrees, just a light breeze, probably not too much. It's going to affect the football. The corner flags are very still. I'm sure the people in the Steve Sumner stand will be keeping their hands firmly in their pockets and maybe grabbing a coffee or two to keep things warm. The Cashmere Technical side, it's got a fair few Pride players in it. Across the back, they've got Anya Irvine, Lily Fisher and Claudia Wilson. In goal, Freya Herdman. The midfield consists of Petra Buick, Darsha Kogan and Saskia Pallium and Anya Stefan. And the top of the midfield will be Ruby Luxton, and up top, Dorothy Yeck and Tessa Toombs. Selwyn, well, they've got Megan Rutter in goal. Across the back, Amelia Wilson, Cameron Lewis, Suzumi Higuchi and Holly Barclay make up the back 4. Across the middle is Chloe Petescu, Emma Neal, Brittany Ingram and Daisy Fitchett. Up top, Captain Emily Andrew and Madeline Powell. Well, Cashmere Technical will get us underway. Stay the way they're facing. And away we go. Well, Cup football season, of course. The Delivery Kate Shepherd Cup over the weekend. We had a couple of games, and it was Cashmere Technical who made short work of Coastal Spirit and won that one 8-0. Selwyn United, I don't think it didn't play. I assume that's maybe a bye for them, or I'm not sure if they entered. We'll wait and see. Actually, the draw did come out today. I'll be able to hunt that one down for you. It's Cashmere Technical moved away up the field. And I'll look to consolidate a good bit of position here as Buick puts it in, and it's a delightful ball to the far post. Toombs has got it, steers it back in, but only is straight into the arms of Reta made a great delivery in there from Petra Buick. And immediately they're back on the attack. Cashmere Technical, a ball through. Rutters couldn't handle it. Her defenders is there, able to pass it out. This might give the goalie. No, they're not going to use it. It's Kogan puts it back into Fisher. Across they come to Irvine. Cashmere Technical stringing a nice few passes together here. Buick's got it. Drives into the box. Heads up, looking for somebody at the near post. It's fallen, and it's the first goal. Nice and early here for Cashmere Technical. Looked like it's tucked away by number 10, Ruby Luxton. And that is not the way they wanted to start this one. Selwyn United only 2 minutes into it. Immediately giving away. Toombs is on it, gone to ground, but nothing seen. Trying to find a way in here, Cashmere Technical. Will be hungry to stay on top of this. Be a season where I think Cashmere Technical will be, well, each of their players will want to be going and making themselves available for selection for the Canterbury United Pride in what is possibly the last season. And then it may be, not quite sure how that's going to pan out when they work towards a Winter National League in 2027. Toombs, oh, it's Kogan who's making up for a bit of a, whose touch was it? No, it was Toombs who was working her way back there. Fisher giving her plenty of depth. Pressing high, but it's leaving people with plenty of spaces. Cashmere Technical, touch and pass. Kogan and Fisher interchanging, trying to move the Selwyn girls around. Good defending in here from Selwyn. Marked up well. Back with Fisher. Across to Irvine. They'll be patient, will Cashmere Technical. They want to bring Selwyn out here, creating some space to work with them behind. A loose touch, but well picked up by Luxton, who clips the ball through, looking for a willing runner, but easily gathered in by Reta. Wilson to Fisher, across to Irvine. Immediate width. Given out here by Buick. Gone central though. Bit of a hopeful ball. And Selwyn have some possession. Immediately on the attack. It's a good run forward in there from Fitchett. He's recently returned from developing her game up with the Wellington Phoenix. in their academy groups. Irvine into Fisher. Immediately across to Wilson, who has some space in front of her. Cut out, but not kept by Selwyn. Cashmere Technical blazing down the line there, but it's good defensive work. Again, lovely little 1-2. Good numbers behind the ball and no way through. It's Cashmere Technical attack. Lovely little turn. The ball's into a danger area, but Fitchett's there to clear. Only get it as far as Fisher. Everybody back for Selwyn. Keeping a good shape so far. They're being disciplined in their work. Need to keep this up for as long as they can. Wilson takes it into the tackle. Spills nicely into Stefan. And it's Kogan. Irvine. Happy to play it across the top. Across the back. And Cashmere Technical. Stefan feeds it down the line. It must have been a touch in there. Bit of room here. Got a number of Selwyn defenders getting to work. Easily cut out that cross. Can they pass it out? No, not on this occasion. This is a searching ball. Toombs has been able to keep it in. Good defending on her. Well cut out, but it's fallen to Buick. Goes across the midfield into Kogan. Out it goes to Wilson. Good touch. Goes wide again. Now the ball goes in, but there's no real height or danger in those crosses just yet. There's Fisher. Sweeps across the back. Really starts through Wilson. Feeds it down the line to Stefan. She wants some room to move, and a little 1-2. No, good turn. Clip to the far post. Toombs has been found offside. Clearance from Reta. Buick is coming back. Finds Fisher. No way past Fisher. Fisher on her first game back for a wee while. Picked up injury playing the Canterbury United futsal pride. Izek comes back into Irvine uses Fisher to transfer the play. Wilson with a lucky wee touch in there. Kogan, will she look forward? She can. Nice work in there. But on the Selwyn defence as they transfer the ball well. Just need to find the ball through to Fitchett, but well intercepted by Irvine, who gets it forward, but no one's there. Fisher's ball easily dealt with by Tazumi. One Selwyn United player who did get a bit of game time for the Canterbury United Pride last year. Tazumi Higuchi. We'll use her experience just to try to influence the structure of the Selwyn United side. Fisher. Strong clearance. Yek able to turn and deliver as a nice ball forward. Out comes Reta, who does a good job in there. Disrupts the opportunity that fell to Toombs. Patiently back into Irvine. Nice layoff in there from Pelham. Kogan considering the shot, but it's well dealt with. A good little bit of good little contest in there with Neil. And Selwyn have it. They feed it forward, but the ever-present Lily Fisher. Lovely little interchange here from Cashmere Technical. Restart with Fisher, who finds some width with Irvine. Buick is there. Lovely little 1-2. Cuts back in. Looking to get it on the left. It will be Buick, who will bring out the first corner as Higuchi comes round and blocks any attempted cross. I think I'll recall from last year that Cashmere Technical were very strong from these sort of set plays. And Selwyn are going to have to be at the ready. Looks like it might be Dorothy Yek to deliver. Gone to the far post. It's a hopeful bit of a header there from Irvine, was it? But won it well, but couldn't direct it on to target. Back into Stefan. Determined running in there, but it's Higuchi who comes out with it. Pelham's got onto it and might fancy from range. Toombs has come back. I've got her facing away from goal though. Buick's giving herself space and fancy herself from here. More than capable from that sort of range is Petra Buick. But on that occasion, it was well away from the target. Short here. Selwyn trying to string some passes together to get some pressure, but it's Cashmere Technical who will go back and find space. Pelham. Couldn't find a way out. Kogan will go back to Fisher and it ends up out with Wilson. Given away. 1-on-1 here. First touch in here for keeper Herdman. Nice little interchange and Irvine unable to get the ball to Buick. Barclay with the throw. Forward and towards Yek. Another Canterbury United player who's been at Wellington Phoenix. Recently with the Canterbury United Pride futsal team. Wilson. Feeds it into Stefan. Fed down the line to Yek. He's got a bit of room to move in here. Dorothy Yek steps back inside. Finds Kogan. Across she comes to Pelham. There's an opportunity to get it wide to Buick. He's got some room to deliver. Puts it in. Nice ball, but sent over top by Dorothy Yek. Just fell in front of her. And a very tricky little bounce that she couldn't get on top of. But that is some cross from Peter Buick. Selwyn trying to work their way out through Amelia Wilson. Kogan goes back into Fisher. Fisher across to Irvine. Now it's Buick. Dances around Fitchett. Lovely little turn, and could we see our first free kick? No. Yeldon's just going to pull that one up because it hit him. I think Luxton was maybe thinking there might have been a foul in there, but I'll drop it and reset the ball back in with Reta. Toombs couldn't quite bring it down. Fitchett turns out. Nice little 1-2 in there with Neil. Petterskew has it taken off foot. No risk football at the back here for Cashmere Technical. Wilson can't get it beyond her defender. Fisher now giving it away. This through ball should be too strong. Herdman will come round and collect. Puts it into Kogan. On the turn. Feeds it to Yek. Receives it back. Launches one forward. There's a run. Well read by Higuchi. I don't think we've seen a free kick just yet. Well, there's some clever footwork. Cashmere Technical trying to work their way through. Bit of fortune then. It's a strike on goal. Good positioning from Reta, who makes easy work of it. Sends it forward. The bounce favours Irvine. Under pressure. Looking for support. Finds it in Kogan. Looking for the ball over top. Feeds it through. Well read by Higuchi, who's providing some resolute defence for Selwyn. Kogan driving forward. Well, that's a nice ball through. Wilson, experienced defender, keeps it well away from Emily Andrew. Fisher, across to Irvine. Out to Buick. Also change, blast through. Driving forward at the defence. Feeds it through to Toombs. It gets a wee bit tangled up. She's able to get it across to Luxton. Lovely little cutout ball here. Stefan just drives forward. The touch was maybe just a wee bit loose. But the defence came around and blocked the cross. It'll be another corner for Selwyn to defend. Buick, the left peg. Oh, it's ricocheting around, back with Buick, who feeds it back inside. It's bouncing dangerously. Flicked back up in there by Irvine. And Reta pounces on the opportunity. Picks it up well. Rolls it out to Fitchett. Finds herself some space. Couldn't get it back in off Neil. Wilson receives it from Fisher. Out she goes to Buick. Yek's going to give chase. She's got some speed. She's got there. Can she find the space to deliver? Looking for support. Selwyn just standing off her at the moment. Toombs has gone in there and pinched it. Kogan. Back into Toombs. Or go back out to... It's Buick who ends up losing it. That's fed forward to the solid back three of Cashmere Technical, and Selwyn will position themselves to defend again. Pelham's forced to go out to Wilson. It's like the wingers have swapped for the moment for Cashmere Technical. Plenty of sharp passes going on. As Kogan feeds it out towards Irvine. It's good running up the top by Powell. There's Yek on the run. There's a good weight on this one. She's got there and forced another corner, has Dorothy Yek. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the coaching team for Cashmere Technical with Annalie Longo, Shane Verma and Duncan Reid have got planned for this one. So they'll be wanting to make sure that they get through to the semi-final and possibly test their line-up a wee bit, as the boys can't keep their ball off the park. Buick now. And it goes right in the 6-yard box. Yutta's come for it. Got a punch on it. Taguchi, I think, who's come away with it. Feeds it forward. Found Powell, who sends it out wide. Andrews on the go forward. She can't get by Kogan though. Sweeps round well. Finds a great bit of defensive work in there from Dasha Kogan. A bit loose with the pass, and there was Saskia Pelham. Very fortunate to get it back to Kogan. Feeds it into Buick. Some space to work with here. Yek tried to get it towards Toombs. Just can't keep it for a few more passes. So I'm sure that Kogan's put a lovely ball through there, and there's a weak clip. But the run was offside by Ruby Luxton. As Kogan tried to feed her through. It looked like she had the edge on it, but the assistant referee was right on the spot. Nice little touch in there from Fitchett. Kogan wins it. Feeds it to Toombs. Drives forward, plenty of space. Can she find someone with the cross here? Feeds it just in behind. It's fallen to Pelham. Out to Stefan. Back to Pelham. We got one for range here, but easily dealt with by the Selwyn United keeper. Fisher couldn't quite the clearance. Irvine gets a foot in. Back to Selwyn. Kogan with a somewhat loose touch and a long range effort here. As Herdman will go and fetch it. To Wilson. Just a succession of first time efforts there from the players that I want to try to maybe introduce a second touch there to guarantee the position. Yek comes back, wins possession, gets the ball under control, gets across to Kogan. It's round one as she goes back to the safety for Fisher, who comes wide to Irvine. Pelham, nice turn. Spreads it out to Wilson. Forward and towards. It's still it's Buick out there who remains on that right hand side. Irvine feeds it through. Can they find Stefan? Nice to Higuchi, who's read it well. Another press goes on from Cashmere Technical. Being able to create a turnover. Stefan, back to Toombs. Luxton. Looking for support. Pelham's there. Will she use it? It's good defence on. She's going to use the close defending. Toombs touches, just gives a wee sniff to Selwyn, who jump on that opportunity. Kogan wins it. It's come out to Fitchett though. Feeds it down the line. Fisher's come round. Oh, it's got it done well to recover there. Here's Lily Fisher. It seemed like Madeline Powell had maybe just got it beyond the Cashmere Technical defender. Yek. They carry on down the right hand side. I think it's Wilson who's come through, and it's just run out of room there. And go Higuchi, who'd continued with her cover. Wilson using the space given by Fisher. She drops deep. Irvine opens out, feeds it into Toombs, gets a wee touch. Kogan now one-on-one. Mostly work your way through past Higuchi. Its ball's just fallen back to her exactly where she was. Stefan pumps it inside. Brought down well. There's the space for a shot. Yek feeds it out. Buick dances round one. Tries to get it back in, but the cover defence is there. I think that was Luz who got around, but it created another corner opportunity here for Cashmere Technical. Half an hour gone. Petra Buick puts it into right into the danger zone. That wasn't far away from a great attacking opportunity. Nice little 1-2. Luxon looking for the space to get a shot on. Well struck, but well wide also. Great cover defence in there from Wilson, who immediately set up. Continued the attack. Set up another opportunity for Cashmere Technical that is not taken. Patience will be the key here for Cashmere Technical. It's never easy just to get out there and take every chance you can get. But just done well to get back. Toombs just getting a wee bit rough in there, and that brings out the first whistle from referee Yeldon. Free kick for Selwyn to take. Higuchi clips it forward and out. I don't think that was the plan, but they'll go again. It's Fisher. Lives it out to Wilson. Good width given from Buick. Feeds it forward into Yek. Dropped into the midfield. Pelham finds Kogan. Looking for the run. Well, there was two there to choose from, and I'm not sure if Yek and Toombs knew who it was destined for. They both pulled up and left it for each other. Buick feeds it forward to Pelham. Yek and what's Higuchi, who once again finds herself on the end of a Cashmere Technical pass. Wilson finds Luxton. No, it's Buick in the middle. Kogan tries to find a way through. Luxton's there. Got some room to move here. Will she fancy herself from range? She does. Not too far away as either was Ruby Luxton. To be covered well by Megan Reta. And let's look what we're going to see our first change of the night. The 35-minute mark, and Captain Lily Fisher. Well, let's hope that reintroduction to football went well for her. And that's not an injury. I don't think by the looks of it. It looks like it may be a prescribed outing for her. It's number 14, Maya Alcantara. Is a Filipino player who's had some national team experience. See how she introduces herself to Reta Fitzpatrick Cup football on a cold Tuesday night here in Otatahi, Christchurch. Irvine looking for Kogan, but Irvine. Toombs fighting for it. Irvine finds Stefan. Haven't seen her unleash her speed just yet. Luxton, good footwork, drives forward, gets herself in the box here. Plenty of cover defence. Wee bit of a slip over. It's Goldwood in there from Stefan, but once again, Megan Reta more than capable of dealing with those shots that are. As Kogan gets beyond one, can't get beyond the next. Sent forward. Irvine. Back into Herdman. Alcantara. Finds Wilson. It's like the recipe stays the same for Cashmere Technical to consolidate possession. Toombs is coming short for it. Tried to feed it out wide. Couldn't get it there. Kogan. Irvine into Alcantara. Fed through to Yek. Two on her though. Selwyn have got it. Wee shot from range here. An undercut a wee bit in there from Emily Andrew. Alcantara out to Wilson. Plenty of width to play with here for Cashmere Technical. Well spread out across the park. Wilson uses Herdman. Inviting Selwyn on here. Irvine. Oh, it's well cut out here by Fitchett. Sent inside. Oh, nice touch in there, but well defended also by Alcantara. Sends it out to Irvine. Feeds it down the line. Sent in by Neil. And a real first shot to get beyond is from Brittany Ingram. There is a smattering of applause flows through the Steve Sumner stand. Enjoying a bit of territory here, Selwyn United. Wilson. Back to Buick. Little stop and start and wins the throw. Pelham will just go back to Wilson. Skips by her opposite. Feeds down the line. And it's not going to go out, is it? There's a wee sense in here. This might not. Well, they've given it away in a dangerous spot here of Selwyn. Can they capitalise here? Cashmere Technical. Pelham tries to feed it through. Offside is the run from Toombs. Speaking to Ellie Koshall, the coach of Selwyn United. She hoped that there was some lessons here that her young team could take out of this game, and they might learn off a thing or two off Cashmere Technical, but I think they've done pretty well here. They haven't had a lot of great chances with the ball, but their defensive shape has been strong. There's Emily Wilson, drives forward, feeds it in, but it's well won. And there from Buick, gets past one, but it's sent forward. Kogan into Irvine. Stefan doesn't get it. Pelham's touch is loose, it's pounced on. Here comes England. There's a go with from range here. Bit of sting on it, it's easy, good footwork from keeper Freya Herdman, who got a body behind it. Well brought down by Luxon. Nice to get a turn on, but not successful. Unlucky out there. It was Pettigrew who trying to get in beyond Wilson, but ran out of room to play with. Wilson sends it forward. Stefan skips around, Fitchett feeds it forward. Yeks, a willing runner. Higuchi once again reads it well. No risks from her. She's been able to read a lot of this play is Tazumi Higuchi. Runs into Yek. Cuts it back. Found the top of the box. Couldn't find a teammate though. Irvine put a left foot on this one. It's a delightful ball. Toombs lets it go. Buick feeds it in. Luxton's got it. That's great defending. What a fight in there from the Selwyn United players. Pelham picks it up. Back with Pelham. Yek. Across to Luxton. Can't see a way forward. Finds Yek, but it's all very congested in there. Yek tries to weave a way through, but no luck in by Wilson, who comes away with it. Feeds it forward into Powell. She turns, looks for support. Comes back, finds some space. Fitchett wanted it, but Irvine will let this one run through. With a goal kick with that. Not too sure how many minutes we've got left. I've got a couple of clocks running on this one, and they're not the same. 45 minutes for me, but the scoreboard says 40. So we'll get to see which one of these clocks is correct. There's Wilson. Steps forward into space. Feeds it out to Buick. There's a couple of winning runners forward. There's a big ball forward. Higuchi once again reads it well. Ingham tries to turn, but Luxon's puts in a decent effort, and there's the whistle. Alcantara puts it forward. Nice little touch. Well out in the end from Megan Reta. Would have been very dangerous there if Toombs was able to get a touch into feet. Well, there we go. What a touch that is. Fed forward. Might fall into the area, and it looks like my clock, or our clock on the TV, is more correct than the one on the scoreboard. That's the 46 minutes played, half time. It's Cashmere Technical lead from a second minute goal by Ruby Luxton. And there's been plenty of endeavour from Cashmere Technical, but plenty of defence also, and great defence in the end from Selwyn United, who will be more than happy to see that scoreboard reading 1-0 to Cashmere Technical. It'll give them a wee bit of hope to try to stay close to this Women's South Island League leaders in Cashmere Technical. Well, join us in 15 minutes for the second half here at English Park. Welcome back to the second half here of this Morrison Mitsubishi Reta Fitzpatrick Cup quarterfinal. 1-0 to Cashmere Technical, but it's been, they got there in the second minute, and there's been some resolute defending from Selwyn United. Been under a bit of pressure. They have been able to create a wee bit of their own pressure. Had some wee bit of territory in the attacking area. Got a couple of shots on, but nothing that really bothered goalkeeper Freya Herdman. Let's see what they can garner here, as this one is going to give Herdman a early touch. As Higuchi sent that one forward. Wilson feeding it down the line. Well read, but given away. Straight back. Jack feeds it out wide. It's Buick trying to find some room. She's cut in. Strong work in there, and it's Ingham who's able to complete the clearance. Kogan. Pelham. Feeds it into Luxon. They're able to get the turn. Feeds it through nicely, but I think Buick was quite aware that that was destined for her. Well, I imagine the changing rooms would have been a warmer place for both sides. As I'd imagine the temperature might have dropped below 10. But both sides might be unhappy with their performances. Maybe Cashmere Technical would have fancied their chances as Stefan takes it off, gets beyond Wilson, cuts it back. Well read again by Higuchi, who's been a rock solid part of the Selwyn defence. Read most things and organised a good shape here. There's a wee little misfire in here from the Cashmere Technical attack. Wilson with a throw. Goes back into Lose. Searching ball forward. Andrews just unable to turn it around the corner. Buick gives chase. Barclay able to get it out before Buick was able to get onto it. She delivered a couple of great crosses in here as Petra Buick. Cleared well by Higuchi. Back into Pelham. Winds it back to Wilson. Across to Alcantara. Head forward to Kogan. Fortunate to get it to Yek. Pelham. Alcantara. Wide into Buick. Got some space in front of her. She'll look to use it. Drives in. Comes across. Well picked out by Reta. There were some willing runners there from Cashmere Technical trying to make it two. It was Dorothy Eck who was the closest, but nice work from the Selwyn United keeper as Wilson is forced backwards. Alcantara works well with Irvine to get it to Pelham. Forward into Luxon. There's a big hit in there. Great defending from Higuchi. Wilson has to come round. Completes the clearance. There's a bit of go forward. Cashmere Technical, there's some willing runners. Yek's driven forward. What a ball through to her. The touch that's letting her down. She's done well to get back. Kogan sends it wide to Stefan. Ball to the far posts. Over Yek. It's hit goalward, but no one maybe slightly misjudged by Reta. She doesn't take in any risks there. Looked like it might have been going wide from this angle, but scampered it across well, covered, and gives up the first corner of the day, or of the half, I should say. They had to defend 4 in the first half, Selwyn United. And it'll be Dorothy Yek to put this one in the danger zone. Plenty of white shirts there. Lofted in. Where's it going to fall? Wilson sends it clear. Kogan with just maybe leaning in there and getting a wee bit too much contact. In the eyes of referee Yeldon. Well, as we're saying at for the half-time chat in the change rooms, I'd imagine Ali Koshal would have been praising the efforts, the teamwork, and the determination shown by her Selwyn United side. They know they're up against it, playing a team from a league above them. They know that they've lots of pride players in front of them as Herdman is able to get it to Pellingham now. Buick. Wilson. Alcantara. Loose with the pass there. She looked to get it into Irvine. These are the kind of things that Longo and Verma will be wanting them, their Cashmere technical side, to polish up on. It's Kogan. This is fouled there. Alcantara across to Wilson. Buick's out here on the right. Drives forward. Finds some nice ball forward to find Luxon. She continues her run now. She'll have to work hard. We'll try to cut back onto her left. She's some support there. It's well defended. Wilson feeds it out wide. Luxon's come in and got it. Can she find herself into some room? Feeds it through. An opportunity here, but Reta's come out well and closed the room down that Tessa Toombs was looking to exploit. Buick in some room. Sends it in. Scoltwood, but Reta's come out well. Would have liked to have got that one. She's lost it now. Good defence though. Scrambles around. Selwyn working hard here. Taguchi gets it. Kogan's able to get beyond her. Nice work to feed it out to Buick. She'll look to get it into that far post area. And it's an offside call. Well, guilty of just going a wee bit too early there. Pounced on here by Luxon. Sent across. Well blocked. Kogan. Can't find it past Wilson. Yikes. Able to retain some position here. Toombs sends it wide to Buick. She'll drive at the line. There's plenty of blue shirts there. It's on her left foot. She'll have a go from here. And finds the keeper. That's the kind of range where we've seen Petra Buick score for the Canterbury United Pride in the past. Wilson. I see one by Wilson, but it will be Claudia Wilson, that is, for Cashmere Technical. Amelia Wilson will take the throw for Selwyn. Alcantara across to Irvine. And out to Wilson. Go back into Herdman. Oh, just these little simple things. So I've got to try to exploit these little moments of territory and position. Can they string a few passes together here? Create an attack of their own as Amelia Wilson feeds it forward. Alcantara pounces on that one, feeds it forward. Finds Luxton. There's some runners forward of her. Can she find one of them? Well cut out. Lloyd Barclay. Want to hold on to it a bit here to Selwyn United. This one's going to go through to Herdman. Opts for the punt. This time round into Yek. Alcantara. Pelham. Back into Claudia Wilson. Fed out wide to Buick. Dances around one. Pelham. Back into Alcantara. Irvine's there. Feeds it forward. Nice little turn from Luxton. Wanting some urgency in there to get forward rather than playing it through the lines. And Taguchi was able to find herself in there. It's a nice ball forward from Pettigrew, but easily dealt with by the Selwyn defence. Always given away. This is where Selwyn want to have a wee chance, have a wee bit of composure to create themselves some high possession. Luxton, room to turn. Can she find some link-up play here? Into Pelham. Again, looking to get it into Toombs. She does well to turn. Feeds it out wide. Stefan cuts back on her right. Feeds it in towards Yek. Whose touch is loose and easy for Megan Reta. Buick trying to find a way past Wilson and does so. Drives forward, gets it into Toombs, who tries to link with Yek, but somewhat rushed it. Weren't able to find the connection. Under control from Kogan. Feeds it to Yek, who has to work a card to confirm position. Good skills to get it out to Stefan. She's carefully watched and is forced out. Looks like a host of changes here for Cashmere Technical. Margie Diaz, looks like she's gone up top. Former football fern Kate Loy is back out there, last year's Player of the Year. And it looks like Selwyn also making a change or two. So number 4, Emma Southern, goes on. Fortunately, no fourth official to help us out tonight. We'll have to not too sure who's been replaced. We'll work it out as we go. It's Pelham. Okay. Toombs is dropped into this wide right-hand side. There's number 2, Marina Hishimoto is on. Playing in a midfield role maybe. Toombs. Back into Wilson. Into Loy. Pelham. Back into Alcantara. Irvine. Nice work in the middle from Selwyn. This might just escalate things, these wee changes as the fresh legs are out there to try to raise the intensity. Toombs back into Wilson. Boy, uncharacteristically gives it up here and gives Selwyn a wee sniff. Here's an opportunity to get a shot on. It's well blocked on the first chance. And Herdman picks it up. A wee bit of hope in here for Selwyn. A wee sniff. That wee opportunity. Falling to Emma Southern, I think it was too. New player. There's Yek. Drops it back in. Sent forward by Diaz. Noguchi trying to link up, but couldn't do so in the end. Yek touched, bounced on by Higuchi. Loy looks for Diaz, who tries to sneak in and win it. Pelham gets it forward to Yek. Diaz tries to thread the needle, but Wilson read it well. Pelham tries to feed it through. Higuchi's there to clear. Alcantara does well there to just find us some space. Loy feeds it through. Here's enough effort, but it's Higuchi who's read it very well again. There's a good contest in here though. Here's an opportunity. It's off the line by Wilson, and Reta jumps on the opportunity to get onto it. Good defence once again from Selwyn United. The chance was there from Ishimoto. Forward comes Selwyn. Out comes Herdman though. Aware of the area. Passes into Loy. Got some space to work with here. Consolidates in through Pelham. Out to Irvine. Sends it forward. Finds Yek. Turns it around the corner. Into Stefan as it out there. Once again, Inga. Higuchi read it well. Fed through the line. Well watched and well cleared by the Selwyn United defence. Loy turns it. Right. Where's Pelham? He was trying to get it to Loy. That's Yek. Feeds it in. Diaz. Where's the support? Nowhere to be found. Loy jinks and jives and creates some room. Gets it out to Toombs. He's taking another take on Wilson. A little nutmeg and gets around. Pulls it back, but cover the defence was there. And a throw in. Nice work in there from Lewis, who gave Wilson the necessary cover, who had her hands filled with Toombs. Yeah, back to goal. Quick wee swivel, turn. Shot from range here, and it's into the top corner. What a finish. Finally, Cashmere double their advantage. We'll try to see a shirt number. It was from a long way out and pinpoint accuracy into the top corner. Well, it was by number 18, Saskia Pelham, who makes it 2. And the relief from the coaching staff, no doubt, to see finally a breakthrough. Well, they've to double the advantage. There's Loy, sends one forward. Reta's come out to get it, clears it. Can only find a Cashmere technical player though, and it's a long range effort. Higuchi's done well to give cover, as she has done all night. There's pressure on Wilson. Herdman's come out, playing well outside of area. She finds support through Wilson. A patient here, Loy. Lays it into Toombs. Fed into Diaz. She can get a wee turn on. Fed forward. Higuchi once again, reading it well. And no risk from her, just sends it forward. Amelia Wilson. Diaz back in towards Loy. She's had to work hard to get it out to Wilson. Toombs feeds it into Pelham. Launches forward. Here's a willing runner in Ishimoto. Able to keep it in, is she? No, she's not. Wilson into Loy. Out to Irvine. Feeds it into Yek. Sent out wide to Toombs. Controls a bit loose and it's fallen into Selwyn position. Loyce pounced on it here. There's a willing runner. Nice little cutback. Pelham's there. Yek. Can't get beyond her defender. It's sent out. Irvine's done well in there to get position back. Loy's dropped in to give her cover and finding out wide. Ishimoto needs to be full of running. Overlapping run, well blocked by Higuchi. Dangerous ball in here. And Diaz, great touch, great strike, but straight at the keeper. Toombs sends it back. Diaz brings it down, back into Toombs. Pelham, plenty of room in the midfield. Good accurate pass to Yek, whose touch is not up to standard. Loy sends it out to Toombs. Fed back into Wilson. Ball across to Irvine. Alcantara. Wilson. Into Loy. Not a great touch from her. Fights hard to get it back. Luck in there from Southern. Loy to Toombs. Fed down the line to Diaz. Loy releases Diaz down this left-hand flank. Great little bit of footwork to get her into space here. Diaz clips it off into the far post and somehow Dorothy Yek has put that one over with an open goal right in front of her. What a ball in there from Margot Diaz, and Dorothy Yek will not want to watch the replay of that one. Half an hour to go in this one. Loy feeds it to Wilson. Looks for Diaz. Unable to find her. Toombs. He's beyond one. Feeds it in towards Ishimura. Just unable to keep the ball in the air. There's Emily Andrew. Try to slow it down, try to wait for the support. Irvine sends it forward. Stefan. I'm not too sure if that is Anya Stefan out there anymore. But can't quite see the number. Claudia Wilson. Well read in there by Amelia Wilson. Determined work from Diaz, who thinks she's won the throw, but no one agrees with her. Pelham gets it to Diaz, feeds it back into Loy. The big switch of plays wanted. Yek's there, fed out wide. Back inside. Ishimura was the destination, but it didn't make it. Pelham. Once again, this defence from Selwyn. It's busy. It's well constructed. It's good shape in here. There's Loy. Goes past one. Will she fancy a strike from range? She does, but well under it. And it goes well over. Looks like Higuchi there, maybe just stretching out. She's done a power of running today. Starting to feel it. Well, both these sides are used to artificial pitches at the moment. I know Cashmere Technical train here at English Park weekly, and of course Selwyn United have a artificial surface out at Foster Park in Rolleston. Searching ball through, Diaz has sent it wide. Just got too much of it. An insightful run it was from Margaret Diaz. Tried to subtly get it past Reta, but well, she did so, but missed the goal also. Here's another opportunity for Cashmere Technical. Loy, back to Irvine, all the way back to Alcantara, across to Wilson. Toombs is wide, it's going central though, and they're sending it wide now to Toombs. Tries to cut in, Wilson's done well. Fed into Loy. Loy's back on it. Feeds it through, good little toe in, and it will be Cashmere Technical corner. Well, I think that player on the far side of the pitch is Sophia Bonza, who's this one's gone straight in. The old El Clasico from Dorothy Yeck will make it 3 in the 64th minute, and there wasn't much there that poor Megan Reta could do. It was floated well up and over her pinpoint corner. As Cashmere Technical will look to come again. Continue their pressure. Put forward pressure on here. So it must continue to work together. As Coach Koshel has said, look to learn the lessons out of this one. I think the lesson is, the good structure that the defensive structure they've put forward for the majority of this game is working well. I've been able to absorb a lot of pressure. I probably need to, the lessons they can learn off Cashmere Technical is those accurate passes, looking to control and play. Making sure that the ball goes where they want it to. Well, finally there's a whistle there. Referee yelled not too urgent about it. Which way is this free kick going? It is going the way of Cashmere Technical. Irvine passes forward into Loy. Alcantara comes across to Wilson. Punch forward into Diaz, who can't handle it under the pressure of Wilson. But she's got it now. But Margie Diaz goes into Loy. Nice little 1-2 with Yek into Diaz. Drop back to Yek into Loy, who goes down. Trying to bring it under control. It was a nice little phase of play. Well, it was a promising one from Cashmere Technical. Just didn't come off at the last hurdle. As Andrew does well to get the position back for Cashmere Technical. And they compose themselves here and string some passes together. Well, they'll pounce in on this one again. Powell trying to find her way in. Back into Andrew. Good little contest in there from Bonza. Back to Irvine. Pelham receives it off Alcantara, puts it out to Wilson, fed down the line. Nice work from Ishimura to get it to Toombs. Yek tries to flow through, but there's Higuchi again. Reads it well. And we are going to see another change. Number 15. Alan O'Neill. Is it one or two players here? Maybe also Emily Andrew. Also headed over towards the bench. Nikita Bradley Perry has come on. Jess Potter also. Claudia Wilson. Toombs can't get by Wilson. Well, it's all back to normal for these two teams on the weekend, where Selwyn United will be heading across to Ferry Mead to play, who are currently sitting on top of the New World Women's Premiership. Currently undefeated, Ferry Mead base. Here's Pelham. Looks from range, and it's not a long way away. Had to be carefully watched to make sure. Did Megan Reta. And Cashmere Technical, well, they'll, the second time in 7 days, will face Coastal Spirit, this time in the Women's South Island League. Scoring 8 against them on the weekend. Probably expected a few more goals here tonight, but the defensive unit of Selwyn United have been working hard, and though they haven't had much possession, they've made sure their defensive shape has been strong. As Diaz feeds it to Loy and towards Jek, but Selwyn once again clear the ball. Will come back at them. Loy into Yek. Nishimoto goes back into Loy. Fed wide. Toombs has made the run forward. She drives it across the 6-yard box. Reta's there, and it is. Is it? Yes, it is. Turned in the end. Great work from Toombs to get it into the danger area. And it was wasn't a convincing finish, but it went in the end, and I think it might have been Sophia Bonza to get the last touch on it to make it 4 for the defending Reta Fitzpatrick Cup holders. Irvine to Loy. Alcantara. Krista Wilson. Oh, a loose pass there. It's an opportunity for Yek. Finds herself in some space here. Diaz is with her, but not used as yet. Yek now finding Diaz out towards Bonza, but cleared by Barclay. All the way back to Irvine. Sends this one in. Offside position there, Ishimoto, sorry. Pelham feeds it across to Loy. Tried to connect, but there's good determination here from Selwyn. 4 goes Powell. Nice work from Wilson, who has showed good defensive shape. Ishimoto's touch lets it down. Pelham gets it across to Loy. Fed out to Irvine. Forward into Bonza. Forward again to Yek. Watched closely by Tazumi, who goes fighting for it. Bonza does too. And wins the throw. Loy floats one across towards Diaz, and it's made it there. Margie Diaz finds the side netting, no problem whatsoever. It was a delightful ball across. The 2 substitutes combine to make it 5. Well, that was a lesson in precision. Kate Loy. A lovely ball up and over to Maggie Diaz, whose precise touch led towards a precise shot. As Sophia Bonza drives across. Well, Bonza is from the UK. Played with Nottingham Forest apparently, and really has injected a bit of energy as Toombs feeds it in, but behind everybody, all the runs that were too early. Loy feeds it back out towards Bonza, but nicely covered in there by Barclay. Bonza feeding it through to Yek. One-on-one here, trying to find a way down the line, and last touch off Yek and for the goal kick. wins the header. Loose touch from Ishimoto. Toombs just goes for the sideline. Southern. Ishimoto drops it back towards Toombs. All the way back to Alcantara. Loy spins. Bonza's driven forward. Finds Yek though. Fed in towards the willing run of Ishimoto. Bonza puts the pressure on and wins another corner. The defender. Let's see if Dorothy has taken this one again. Last one, she bent in. I'm not sure she's getting to take this one, is she? It's sent. The header deflected wide for another corner. No, it's not. Well, yes, it is, but no, it's not, if you know what I mean. Referee Yeldon. Pretty sure in his mind that that was a goal kick. Weren't many people in the wearing Cashmere technical jerseys that agreed with him, but back in possession, Cashmere technical. Loy back into Alcantara. Irvine. Shimoto touches a wee bit loose. Fights well to get it back though. Alcantara across to Wilson. Diaz tries to lay it off. Gonna have to go fighting back for it, and she does so. Margaret Diaz with Toombs. Nice little interchange here. Diaz cuts back, finds some space and time, delivers. It's awkward. Ishimoto unable to get it. Yek falls on her left foot. Blocked. Blocked again. Lovely defending in here from Selwyn United. It's Toombs. Needs to go back towards Wilson. Alcantara. Not getting out so well now though, Selwyn United. They've had to defend a lot. They're getting tired. They must keep up the strong work they've been able to do so far. Bonza feeds it in. And sent to ground. The clearance is there. Pelham able to feed it back into Loy, whose pass goes nowhere near, and that is it. Well, both clocks are wrong on this occasion. And referee Yeldon brings it to an end. 5-0 to the defending champions, Cashmere Technical, in this Reta Fitzpatrick Morrison Mitsubishi Cup. Thanks for joining us, and next week you can join us again. This time will be the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup game between FC 2011 and Fairmead Bays. And in a fortnight time, the Reta Fitzpatrick Cup will be on the quarter-final between Coastal Spirit and FC 2011 on the 26th of May. So put those in the diary. Make sure you join us for more Morrison Mitsubishi Cup action from English Park.
Yeah, do 0.5. That was just like legit. Good squad. I'm doing this. Look now. He's so bad. He's so bad.
Don't go below, you're gonna get my notion.
Actually, the straight of the
It's just take five. Take five. Okay, go. There you go. Just play it. No, particularly.
just cork that.